whiteout is ferocious here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, the land of true north, as loud as ever when it's playoff time. This is their first ever playoff meeting with the Colorado Avalanche here on the NHL on Spaces and Twitch. The Central Division has looked like the league's best this season, or at least one of the most high-end talent teams, which are two really good teams who are destined to meet in the first round. That case being the Avs and the Jets. With Dallas securing the division, the problem falls on Winnipeg and Colorado in facing off against one another. The Jets' 5-game playoff run last year against the Vegas Golden Knights went out with a whimper, and many expected the departures of Pierre-Luc Dubois and Blake Wheeler and the pending UFA status of Connor Hellebuyck and Mark Scheifele indicating the end of this era and the start of a rebuild were on the horizon. Instead, both Hellebuyck and Scheifele were signed long-term, each to matching 7-year contracts, and the pieces they got in return for Dubois helped establish newfound depth for the Jets to succeed this year, a strength that's only improved them since the trade deadline. Combined with defense and goaltending that won 34 straight games, allowing 3 or fewer goals, 22 of which allowing 2 or fewer goals, and they are as strong as they've ever been in their time in Winnipeg. The Avs were also coming off a disappointing playoff exit in the first round, losing in 7 games to the Seattle Kraken, who were in their second year of existence after hoping they'd follow up their Stanley Cup championship, but failing largely in part their lack of depth. They entered this year with similar problems, including another season with Gabriel Landeskog being out for the entire year. But that didn't matter this time around. Nathan MacKinnon is a frontrunner for the Hart Trophy, a season to remember for him with 140 points. Mikko Rantanen and Kel McCarr continue to be their incredible selves, and the Avs improved on their depth at the trade deadline, and they, once again, are tough to beat. Hello, one and all. I am Alec Nava, and welcome on board to the Stanley Cup playoffs here on Spaces and Twitch. It is a brand new landscape once the playoffs come around. The Avs had a bad April per se. Aside from destroying the shorthanded Edmonton Oilers in the final game of this season, they went 2-4-1. They got cold at the worst possible time, and they faced an opponent that has had their number all season long. The Jets have won all 3 season series matchups in the regular season this year, including a 7-0 drubbing in the first round. Or just ahead of the first round, I meant. A 7-0 drubbing at the tail end of the regular season back in April. They end their season on an 8-game winning streak and 3 points away for the Central Division title. And there's going to be the whiteout at Canada Life Center. The Jets are 27-11-3 at their home ice. We look at both teams where we start with the visiting Colorado Avalanche here. It starts with a win in Winnipeg. They lost 7 of their last 11, falling from nearly winning the Central Division to losing out on home ice advantage. But they did win their regular season finale 5-1 against the Oilers. They were sitting several of their star players, but not saying the Stars did hurt the Avs in Game 82. Jonathan Drouin was lost to an injury, but they did say, to an extent, they get some bad news. It's since been announced that he will miss all of the first round series with a lower body injury. Hence, that the likes of MacKinnon and Rantanen have to make their presence felt even more in his absence. They're starting on the road for the first time since 2019, when they were the second and final wildcard spot in the Western Conference. Can they seal the first game on the road to get the series kickstarted for them on the right track? So we look at this playoff preview for the Avs. Alexander Georgiev most likely will be the man in net for them. Everyone pretty much knows what to expect in net from the Jets, and the opposite is true for the Avs. The starting netminder has been up and down this year due to a troubling number of occasions. Goals were given up in bunches, or it was clear that he was getting overworked. He also had some nice moments too. He's led the league in 38 wins, but that was more in part because of the team in front of him. The stats aren't as pretty with a 3.00 GAA and 897 save percentage of a negative 12.05 goal save above average, meaning that Georgiev needs to start with this slate queen come playoff time. He has the talent around him and a strong season last year with a 919 save percentage, 2.51 GAA, and 40 wins. So the ability he has is not everything lost, but he needs to focus and stop the bleeding when a horrible skid doesn't go his way. Those adversary net leads the league in goals save above expected. as well as at least Georgiev has trended positive on the front. The wild card is what's going to be the impact, if any, that Justus Annunen has on this series. How long is Georgiev's leash if he doesn't bounce back quickly? And is Jared Bednar going to give Annunen a game if this series turns to Winnipeg's direction? These are big questions that will likely be shaping the complexion of this first round matchup. Annunen has been doing nicely as the backup to Georgiev in the second half of the season, with 8 wins in 14 games for 2.25 GA and a 928 total save percentage. There's not a single doubt that many are going to want to see if he can ascend to another level and steal a series for Colorado, but he also hasn't been tested against many playoff quality opponents, and in big games, so hoping the coaching staff goes to their cup or bust season on him after acting fairly ambivalent towards him for the majority of his career. And it is, as well, also in the case of Georgiev, a big ask. So clearly, plan A is Georgiev to play well and make life easier for everyone. As for the Jets, their captain, Adam Lowry, leading the way for them. He was named captain on September 12th of 2023. Many have seen as a perfect leader for the team. A hard worker, talking to the media when needed, defending his teammates, and is consistent whenever he is on the ice and off the ice. A lot of the time when there's a new leader, sometimes the pressure is going to get to them, and they flutter when times are tough. Things can get tough a couple times this past season, and the Jets lost their head coach early on, with Rick Bowness taking a leave of absence, Scott Arniel taking over as the interim head coach for that time. But guess who was stepping out there talking to media during these tough times? Lowry. He does so in not a disrespectful way and is taking it off his chin, speaking from his heart. That's the type of guy that fans want to see go into battle. He does struggle finishing on scoring goals. Has expected goals of 21.1 goals, 6 among Jets players. He's at 26% of ice time among centers on the Jets, which is, without a doubt, third on the team. He will play an average of 16.06 this season, a career high. But we all know about Winnipeg that Connor Hellebuyck is a front runner for the Vezina Trophy. He is the favorite for it. He'll lead the Jets out of the tunnel. He signed a long-term extension of a season with staggering numbers, 921 save percentage, and is second among the NHL, along with his 33.1 GSAX leading the league, which is 14 above Jeremy Swayman. There's a lot of scoring depth on them. They have 14 players with double-digit goals, led by Kyle Connor, the team's most natural goal scorer. Mark Scheifele led the way in points with 72, and Josh Morrissey continues to be their number one defenseman. They definitely bolstered up the front line as well, with Sean Monahan and Tyler Toffoli added to the forward core. And April's been kind to them, hence the 8-game winning streak. 6 with a 56.51 expected goals against per 60, but 4th defensively a 2.53 expected goals against per 60. As we go over to our starting lineups, where we start with the visiting Colorado Avalanche. On the first line, Zach Parise, Nathan MacKinnon, Mikko Rantanen. Then Arturi Lehkonen, Casey Milstat, Valerie Nichushkin on the second forward line. Miles Wood, Ross Colton, Joel Kiviranta on the third line. Andrew Cogliano, Yakov Trenin, and Brandon Haim rounding out the four core. Devontae and Kel McCarr on the top pairing for the Avs. Sean Walker and Josh Manson on the second pairing. Jack Johnson and Caleb Jones rounded out. Sam Girard continues to nurse an injury. Brad Hunt is the extra scratch on defense. Georgiev will be the starter in net as per the protected lineups. For Winnipeg starting lineups, we started their forward core. Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, and Gabe Vilardi started off. Nikolai Ehlers, Sean Monahan, and Tyler Toffoli on the second line. Nino Niederreiter, Adam Lowry, Mason Appleton on the third line. David Gustafson, Vlad Namestnikov, Alex Iafallo on the fourth line. Josh Morrissey and Dylan DeMello to begin the defensive pairs. Brendan Dillon and Neil Pionk on the second pair. Logan Stanley and Dylan Sandberg to round it out. Hellebuyck is the starter. Lauren Brossoit is the backup. Healthy scratches for both sides. The Avalanche, Chris Wagner, Brad Hunt, Caleb Jones, and Arvid Holm. Jonathan Drouin and Sam Girard nursing injuries. Though Girard, he is projected to be on the lineup. I have to make a correction. He is with Manson, Johnson with Walker, Jones is the healthy scratch. For Winnipeg, Rasmus Kupari, Cole Perfetti, Nate Schmidt, Colin Miller and Colin Delia are the healthy scratches. Morgan Barron is out injured. Bednar did not name his starting goalie for Game 1. Heading into tonight, offense versus defense heading into this matchup. Third line out there for the Jets to begin this game. That is the Lowry line going up against the McKinnon line. Offense versus defense for the Avs and Jets, respectively. Appleton, a native of Green Bay, Wisconsin. McKinnon, a good friend of Sidney Crosby, are both from the Halifax, Nova Scotia area, with Crosby being from nearby Cole Harbor. Parisi decided to come back to playing ice hockey after contemplating retirement in the offseason for the conclusion of last season. Signed a one-year deal for the remainder of the year with the Avalanche on our Stanley Cup contending team. We're underway from Winnipeg, the Avs, and the Jets at what they call True North. A nod to the organization that owns the Winnipeg Jets, True North Sports and Entertainment, Mark Chipman, the owner. Onside come the Jets, right at the line. They get the early chance onwards. Can't do much at the far side. Rantanen feeds over to McKinnon. In space, here comes Parisi. Early shot, though it's soft from the right circle. Easy save by Hellebuck. He'll cover it up 34 seconds in. Connor Hellebuck has been the best goaltender in the NHL this year, of eye-popping numbers all throughout. Making highlight reel save after highlight reel save, maintaining his calm, cool, and collectedness whenever he is on the crease. Our referees tonight are Trevor Hansen and Eric Furlat. Linesmen are Kyle Flemington and Steve Barton. Face-off is at the right circle. Middlestat is tossed out. It will come Lehkonen in his place. Nichushkin is at the right wing side. Lehkonen wins it with some help. Here's Manson's long shot that's stopped by Hellebuck. Lehkonen can't get to the rebound. Connor picks it up. First line out there for the first time tonight for Winnipeg for Rick Bowness' team. Jared Bednar's team gets it right back. They're at their own defensive end. Long stretch pass. This was deflected in by Lehkonen. It went off the glass. It will have a face-off just outside the attacking end for Colorado. There's Georgiev and Hellebuck, who are the starters for tonight. Colin Miller was acquired at the deadline from the New Jersey Devils after a rough go in New Jersey. Georgiev, 38, 18, and 5 this season. He has a sluggish save percentage. He wants to turn this around come playoff time, which is right now. We're a minute deep into each of their playoff seasons. Avs waiting as their line changes full scale for Colorado. Down deep. And Middlestat bats it deep. Hellebuck out of his crease, playing this one out over to the half wall far side. Payon can't handle it. Here come the Avalanche. Backhand shot. And that one went wide the net. Manson keeps over to the left point. This is inside. Deflected. Got to Hellebuck. Oh, a late shove by Colton on Dillon. And Dillon is getting testy. Immediately the officials jumped it up to break that up. While Bowness has been getting tested off the ice with his wife facing health issues, on the ice, it's been a year of success for the Jets. Say it completely turned things around from last year. The depth they got in return in the Dubois trade working out to perfection with Gabe Vilardi emerging as a goal scorer. Comes in naturally for him. He's being tested at the top line. Several shots right on Hellebuck. And then some more. It stays out. The Avalanche buzzing with some offensive zone pressure. Here comes Ehlers to the right side. Could be on 2-on-1. Here's Sandberg. Quick shot kicked out by Georgiev. One of the defenders came back just in time to turn that one aside to close out the hole that Sandberg had passing-wise. Gabe Vilardi is a natural goal scorer. This year was his breakout year this season as he flourished with 22 goals in 47 games. Finished the season with 36 points. In comes Trennan on the fourth line as he goes inside. Second postseason for Trennan in a span of 3 years, as Nemestikov can't win the foot race as the Avs beat him to it. No icing, though, as one of the Jets was a step ahead. Nemestikov, that was the guy who was on that foot race. 17:35, first period, as we're still in Winnipeg. Now Masakov is waiting as one of his teammates had to get out of the zone. Handling this one now is Colorado, and goes to Rantanen, spinning around Niederreiter. To the right side this goes. Parise trying to move his way around Niederreiter. Parise with the shove on Niederreiter, but he gets double teamed. DeBello was also there. Mason Appleton moves it around to the far side. Georgiev slows it down behind his net. Almost played into traffic. Makar was there along with one Jet. Avs clear. 3 minutes deep. Morrissey sends this in, gets deflected in off Appleton's stick. Makar backhand. This one around is held in by Niederreiter, but it goes on to the stick of McKinnon, who was closed up by Niederreiter. This is the matchup that people are wanting to see. The Avs first line versus Jets identity line. That's the third line. Here's Sean Walker. He fires it. Hellebuck got a piece of it. Walker. Oh, big hit by Dillon. Picked up by Natushkin. And a save by Hellebuck on Middlestat. Casey Mills had his first career playoff game. Avs are just onside. In comes Natushkin. He stops at the top of the right circle. Looking around. Drop pass. Here's Manson. He fires it. Kicked out by Hellebuck. So far, he's been on his game early on. And continues to be the sharp stuff that he has been throughout the regular season. Carrying the momentum over. Manson winds one up. Hellebuck will get to himself. Avalanche with the first 9 shots. First 9 of the 10 shots of this game. 3:51 deep in this first period. And Hellebuck has been getting tested. Lowry shoving away McKinnon on one side. That is the vocal presence that the Jets have really needed. The departure of Blake Wheeler has risen to the occasion, living up to the captaincy role. McKinnon's out there still. Colorado wants the early goal. They still have their top line attacking. McKinnon, Rantanen, and Parise. We do have a little confusion here among the lines that are out there. Now we get everyone set as Makar is out there. Cale Makar setting a career high in points and assists. Has more assists and points this Norris Trophy winning season. Taves finds Makar and he sends this back inside. Morrissey tied up by McKinnon, but just in time finds Ehlers. Has to follow with him on the 2-on-2. Ehlers cycling this one around. Getting back there in time was Parise, and one of the Avs gets decked. Cale Makar saying it's to the left side for Parise. Now up comes the speedy McKinnon. Right by. Here comes McKinnon. His shot just goes wide. Makar saves it at the right point. McKinnon at the top. Left side. Handled down. Now here's Miles Wood out in front. Can't find the open man. Was deflected off a Jet. Ehlers gets it out. Glove down by McKinnon, who will go for a change now. Now here's Makar, who's waiting for his turn to pass this out. 15:20 to go in the first period. This was deflected in, and it goes to Hellebuck's right, who will lead this out for Stanley. Stanley braces himself. Good reverse hit. Now behind the net by Sandberg, and chips this one along with the boards. Iafallo there, he gets this one out. Alex Iafallo once again corrals this and taps it backwards over to Sandberg. Across for Stanley, his partner. It is Caleb Jones, and I thought it was going to be Girard going to be in the lineup. He is out there with Jack Johnson as his partner. Girard did not clear concussion protocol ahead of this game. He'll be watching from the press box. The Avs have 1:14 of offensive zone time. The Jets have 30 seconds worth of such. Manson now across the red line. The Avs take this back up inside one more time. Now a short side shot was deflected up in the air, and it'll be caught by Hellebuck, who will glove this one down. The Avs lead the league in home wins with 31, but they're 14th in road wins with 19. They're tied for 14th there. At home, they lead the league in goals per game with 4.20, but on the road, they average 3 goals per game, which drops down to 10. The dressing room, so the Stanley Cups, or the Avalanche, and a piece of what they call home, downtown Denver on the skyscraper image of them. The image of the Denver skyline. With one word, believe. And the Avs do believe in themselves, knowing that they have what it takes to win it all for the second time in 3 years. Carter hands off. This is Sandberg moving around. This takes a wacky bounce and falls onto Manson. 42 in white. Uniform colors are white, burgundy, and cerulean for the Avs. Polar night blue for the Jets. Those are their home uniforms. Left point, this goes out over to the half wall. Tried to set this one aside, there's a save by Hellebuck. Payon grabs a hold of it at the half wall far side. Gets this one out, just missed Velarde. Now here comes Nichushkin back inside. Valery Nichushkin, bar down and in! Valery Nichushkin gets the Avs on the board first. Nichushkin was on pace for 43 goals in the regular season, gets Colorado on the board. He fires it far side, top shelf, seeing that there was an opening for him at the spot. And with Hellebuck getting tested so much early on, and there was a lot of chances by Colorado, this one in at last. When you get the majority of chances early on, you'll get rewarded eventually. And at the 6:10 mark, it is Nichushkin from Manson off the Winnipeg Queer. Inside this goes, and now it's a foot race to the puck. Dylan DeMello. And this may be not something, as this is held in by McKinnon. Over to the right side to Makar. Feet in front! Parise couldn't corral this one home. Appleton trying to clear. He's it backwards over to Morrissey. Jets changing now. Moving up is Morrissey. And offside against Winnipeg. Someone was a step ahead. So it's Nichushkin from Manson for the first goal of this game. The Jets have just one shot on goal. We'll be right back here from Canada Life Center in just a moment. The Avalanche have won 3 times since moving over from Quebec City. 2 of them in the Joe Sakic era, 1 of them in the Nathan McKinnon era. 1996, 2001, 2022. Jared Bednar's won a championship at every level of ice hockey in North America. The ECHL, the AHL, and the NHL. His AHL Calder Cup championship came with the Cleveland Monsters, back when he was their head coach. We're back underway here. Devon Toews getting sick with it several times. Jets take it back up. Left side is Ehlers. Ehlers moves aside. Short side! That went off the post. That was from a tight angle as well. Georgiev had to get just enough of it, just so it doesn't get right at the back of the net, but that was a very testy shot. Georgiev plays this one out onto Toffoli. This goes onto, but he was tied up. Colorado picks it up, looking to expand its lead to 2-0, but the Jets were there. All sorts of polar night blue jerseys. Line changing for both sides. Dylan drops it back over to Pionk. Pionk sets things up front. This gets deflected inside. Georgiev out of his net to place over to Jones. Younger brother of Seth Jones, as the Avalanche gets one all the way down for the ice. Hellebuck will play this one out. Backhands it over to the far corner, and it's Pionk on this. Moved up. Deflected away for just a moment as Scheifele got it further. Velarde chasing after it with Jones on him. Velarde there. Scheifele picks it up. Scheifele finds the open man in Dillon. Dillon finding Connor. Walks around through the point. Drops it back. Here's Morrissey. Morrissey fires and scores! Josh Morrissey gets the whiteout! Red hot! Fifth in Norris Trophy voting last year. Another solid season for Morrissey in the regular season, continuing to show that he is worthy of being a number one defenseman. Brendan Dillon finding Kyle Connor off the left side and seeing that Connor was closed off entirely on any shooting lane that he is going towards. His intention was to pass. And Morrissey saw that there was all sorts of traffic right in front to fire through. Smart shot from the point. No deflection. It is Morrissey on his own. It is a tie game here in Winnipeg in game one. Connor and Dillon with the assists at the 8:02 mark of the first period. Appleton finding Lowry. Third line is out there. Same thing with the McKinnon line. Avs first line against Jets third line. Morrissey. This time it's wide. This puck falls onto Parise, but he is tied up by Lowry. Jets trying to take this one back. It's Appleton with it. Backhands over to the deep right point. Bad giveaway by Winnipeg. And it falls onto Rantanen on a 2-on-2. That was DeMello on the giveaway. Setting pass. This is Sean Walker trying to drop this one back. Nobody is at the slot. Jets clear this one out. Not all the way though, as Jones just held it in, but instead he fires this one around for the boards as the Avs were changing. Jets have it. They too are changing. It's DeMello now. Dylan DeMello going left side for Vlad Nemestikov. Skating down through center. Backhand this one down inside. Georgiev out of his crease playing this one, but Gustafsson jumped the passing lane. Jones jumps onto it at the opposite corner. Tries to look for Duhaime. It was stick several times. Trennan's forced out. And he gets this one in deep. Logan Stanley breaks himself. Cogliano falls down on the reverse hit by Stanley. Big body presence. Logan Stanley being 6'4". Several more hard hits towards the wall. This time on Sandberg. As the Avs are looking to get it up to 2-1. Manson's shot was deflected wide. Here's Devon Taves. That went off a skate. Alex Iafallo is there to block it off. Jets are at their own zone, trying to clear. Winnipeg has fired 3 shots. One of them is found in the back of the net. Colorado's fired 11 times. One of them is found in the back of the net. Halfway mark of the first period. Nichushkin followed by Morrissey. Inside, this is Rantanen. At the near corner, he gets shoved away. Miles Wood. And Ross Colton tried to tuck this one in. Can't do so. It's out the left point. Taves. Across for Manson. Looks to the inside. Manson. Right circle. Glove save by Hellebuck. 9:42 remaining here in this first period on Colorado's 13th shot. 1-1 is the score. Josh Morrissey, through a whole lot of traffic, has evened this game up at 1. tight screen by Josh Morrissey. He found just enough room to get the tying goal for the Jets as they are even up 1-1 here. The goal coming at the 8:02 mark of the first period to answer back Val Nichushkin. Morrissey in the regular season against Colorado has 2 goals, 5 assists. Hellebuck has stopped 11 of 12 shots. He's one of those goaltenders who can shift the momentum of a series entirely towards his team's direction. He is that good. Colorado, on the other hand, is pretty much up and in between in terms of the goaltending department. Avs trying to get this back one in. Morrissey, tight defense. Good job shutting that one down. He clears it. Sean Walker has it along the near wall towards the Simbin side. That was a high dump in. DeMello dumps this one down. Deflected off the stick of Niederreiter and recollected at its own zone by Makar. McKinnon lost the handle from Walker. Jets reclaim it. Going backwards over to Morrissey. Morrissey skating slowly over to center ice, waiting for options. Tic-tac-toe, here goes to Monahan. Monahan rips one, and Georgiev stood his ground. Just a 4th shot on goal by Winnipeg in this game. Now moving back inside, here's Toffoli. The trade deadline acquisition from New Jersey as he just puts one off Georgiev. Here's Toffoli again, looking for a lane, and he was shut down by Georgiev this time around. 5th shot by the Jets. Or 6th, rather. Jets are all the way back in their own zone as Pion twists and turns. The Winnipeg Jets have not had an overtime winner in the playoffs with a sold-out crowd right in front of them, or any playoff game with any sort of capacity. All 2 of their home playoff overtime winners have came with an empty crowd. That was the 2021 COVID year, when they won both of their overtime home games in the first round against the Edmonton Oilers in the first round sweep. Nikolai Ehlers and Kyle Connor had the overtime goals. Moving back behind Georgiev as he points it out. Watch out! Giveaway! Score! Oh my goodness! Bad time to allow a goal for the Avalanche as Vladislav Namestnikov makes the Avs pay. It's 2-1. Namestnikov is a versatile player for the Avalanche, knowing to play up and down vertical line. Can play top line, can play bottom line, can play in the middle 6. It's on the bottom line here, on the 4th line. And he gets the Jets fans pumped up after a careless giveaway by Brandon Duhaime. And Namestnikov basically gets a freebie here as he just slaps it towards the net. And Georgiev allows a second goal. Alex Iafallo will be credited with the assist. Icing against Colorado, and Jets fans are pumped up. Georgiev just placed this one out. I believe Iafallo may have contributed to the giveaway. He may have gotten the pressure onto Duhaime as he was right in on his face. Jets face-off win. Here's Morrissey. Morrissey down low. Going around for Scheifele. He's behind net. Velarde also there. Pushing and shoving. Now out to the left point. Back for Morrissey. Morrissey back down low for Scheifele. It hops over to his stick. He grabs a hold of it. One-on-one coverage. Scheifele still with it. Still looking for someone to pass to. Trying to lose his man. Finds Morrissey to the net. That was almost similar to his goal that tied this game up. But that one went wide this time around. Shoved down was Velarde. Some fans are looking for a call. We play onwards. Morrissey holds it at the left point. Now opposite point. Dylan DeMello. That was blocked in front. Out onto the Jets end, where Winnipeg grabs a hold of it with 7:05 left in the period. Morrissey over to the red line. Up in front. That was fired opposite corner. Appleton was beat up by Rantanen to get to this puck. Now over to half wall. Far side. Here's McKinnon. Free on free the other direction. McKinnon. In he comes. Moving around. Georgiev chance breaking out as the Jets fans want to put the hex on him some more. Appleton can't get this one out. That was Niederreiter, actually. Pionk of a hold of it with Rantanen on his tail. Parise can't keep this one in. Jets will get this one over. Cross corner dump from far to near. Chopped away by Taves as the Avs take a hold of it back up. Momentum shifted towards the Jets' favor now. Backwards pass. Here's Walker. Line changes here for Colorado as they get their second line back out there. Tic-tac-toe they go. Walker almost turned over the puck. That was gloved down by Toffoli on the clear out. Toffoli going across for Ehlers. Ehlers is inside. Oh, that was nearly deflected home by Monahan. Just went wide though. Didn't miss by much. Monahan tapping it backwards over to Stanley. That went off of Walker. Now here comes McKinnon. Possible 3-on-2. Here he comes. Go to right side. Drop pass over to Walker. Walker fires it wide. Picking this up now is Ehlers for the Jets. Back the other direction. Trying to lose his man, Lehkonen. Ehlers weaving his way by. Avs cleared this one down. Just enough so that they can change lines once again. Morrissey now behind Hellebuck. 2-1 Jets with 5:37 to go in the period. Middlestat watching onwards. Morrissey tried to center his through, was taken away by Wood. Tries to lose his man, offside against Colorado. Winnipeg has 13 skaters with 10 plus goals on the season. Nemesnikov with another one of those. His marker gets the Jets the lead with 5:28 to go into play. His goal coming at the 11:57 mark. We'll be right back in just a moment. The Jets are being outshot 12-6, but they have the lead. That's the most important part. Alexander Georgiev, 4 of 6, but that second goal, you can say that was not really his fault. Though partially may have contributed to this because he got this puck onto a tight area in which Brandon Duhaime was pressured and tight by Alex Iafallo, trying to make the pass in front. Can't clear. Iafallo got the stick in the lane and finding the open Vladislav Nemesnikov, who was cruising his way onto the bottom of the slot and fired this one by Georgiev. 5:28 to go as we come back into play. Jets win the faceoff. It was Nemesnikov on the dot, just outside their own zone. Avalanche can't get this one inside because this is the weight offside. They have a hold of it now, the Jets. Oh, watch out! And the giveaway here, score! Right back at them! Miles Wood off the Winnipeg giveaway. Tie game at 2. $5:13 to go here in this first period. This time it's Dylan Samberg, who just gave it away over to Joel Kiviranta. With Kiviranta right on Samberg, the plan here for Samberg was to try to find his open man. Unfortunately, Kiviranta was on his way. The intended target was Alex Iafallo right in front of him. Just a missed opportunity. Samberg, who was part of that giveaway against Winnipeg, that led to Vegas' 5-4 double overtime victory in Game 3 of last year's first round series. 5:03 to go. Here's Lowry dishing this one out. Winnipeg trying to get this one out. It's kept in by Rantanen. Here's Nathan MacKinnon waiting, firing. He scores! 2 goals in less than 20 seconds for the Avs. Nathan MacKinnon! And just like that, there's a pin drop in Winnipeg. Good hold by Rantanen to keep this puck inside the attacking zone. So many efforts by the Jets to try to get this out. But MacKinnon with the stick handle over the left circle. That's his bread and butter. When is he going to fire this one out? He did so now 2 goals in 18 seconds. Shot number 14 for Colorado. It's translated to more goals. Already, he's having the season of his life and it's extending onto the Stanley Cup playoffs. 45th career playoff goal for McKinnon. The assist from Rantanen and Cale Makar. It's the superstars showing out for this goal or the Avs. 4:35 remaining in the first period. We have 5 goals thus far in the opening frame. The excitement is turning up to many notches. Now you're the Jets inside of the home. Pionk, that was deflected wide. Velarde holding at the far corner. Down inside is Scheifele. Scheifele spinning and turning. Out in front, this goes for Connor. Connor, still looking for someone to pass to. Finds someone in Pionk. Pionk waits. Now goes around down low. Millstat there. Connor finding this one side. Out in front. Scheifele scores! Once again, it's a tie hockey game. Mark Scheifele, long slot, 3-0. Make that 6 goals in the opening period here in game 1 of this playoff matchup between the Avs and the Jets. Make that 3 goals in total in a span of 1 minute and 6 seconds. Good keep by Kyle Connor. Gabe Velarde finding the open Mark Scheifele out in front, with Scheifele being the open man, but this play actually started with Pionk on the cape. Over at the right point as he just dished it down low. Connor did the dirty work down low behind the net. And finding Velarde who set up the open Scheifele at the side of the net. We're tied at 3 now. Wood, then McKinnon, then Scheifele, all within a span of 66 seconds. In a fitting tribute to Mario Lemieux. You know he's a guy who likes goal scoring. He's certainly witnessing goal scoring if he's watching this game now. Shots are 14-7 Colorado. It's a free game. Wood from Kiviranta, McKinnon from Rantanen and Makar, Scheifele from Velarde and Connor. 3:35 to go in the first period. We're seeing goal scoring coming to premium here. Toffoli, cross ice, that pass too far for Lowry. Partial line changes here. We get some more here as some fresh bodies come out on the ice. Going back behind Hellebuck is Logan Stanley. Stanley waits for his turn, moving up front. That pass was intercepted. Cale Makar has to wait as one of his teammates was coming out of the zone. He flips it forward. This is a bonkers first opening frame here. McKinnon fighting in front. Makar, oh, it's up and over. Hellebuck got back in time. So close to being the 7th goal of the period. It's at the point the right side. Long shot. McKinnon's shot is blocked. Foot race for the puck. McKinnon will grab a hold of it from his own zone. It goes all the way out to Winnipeg's ice. Nemestikov is back out there. New bodies for both teams as this is fired around by DeMello. First to this puck is Taves. He gets this one out. Dylan was there. Now it's chopped inside. Chasing after is Gustafsson and DeMello. Wood was also there. It all the way goes out. Jack Johnson gets it over to Sean Walker. Never had a chance to say Johnson's name throughout this game. Doesn't have to do much. But he's content with not doing much. This was just wide of Georgiev to his right. So Connor Hellebuck will be tested here with a face-off. Now it's 14 shots for Hellebuck. He has faced a lot of traffic. This puck just skips to the right of him. Rantanen shoves Morrissey towards the net. And that gets Hellebuck a little banged up. A little scary situation on this situation. But now we're back underway. 2:12 to go here in the first period. Grabbing it at the near side is Iafallo. He scored the overtime winner in game 1 of last year's first round series between the Oilers and the Kings. Part of the return that got Pierre-Luc Dubois to Los Angeles. Here's Scheifele down low. Taves watching him. Scheifele pass it over, and intercepting that pass was one of the Colorado players. Natushkin plays it out, all the way out. Now battered back inside by the Jets with 1:45 remaining. Avs trying to set things up. Scheifele trying to get another takeaway for the Jets. Taves, long stretch pass. This one deflected out of play with 1:37 to go. Someone may have got this puck over the stands. And the fans cheering that as one of the Jets fans got that puck will get a souvenir home. Congratulations to them. At the intermission, we'll go over scores around the NHL and recent headlines all throughout the NHL, plus the recent finish at Talladega Superspeedway. He had a last lap pass. Many of the legendary finishes at Talladega were decided on a last lap pass. It just so happens to be the first race at Talladega without Kevin Harvick. The last time that's happened, Dale Earnhardt went from 18th to 1st in the final 6 laps of the race in the 2000 Die Hard 500. This year is the 2024 edition of the Geico 500, previously known as the Aaron's 499. Harvick was part of those fantastic finishes in which he made the last minute slingshot pass off Jamie McMurray to snap a 100-plus winless streak that dated back to the 2007 Daytona 500, in which he edged out Mark Martin in a photo finish. Final minute of the first period. Jets and Avalanche tied up 3-3. And a litany of goal scoring here at True North. Cale Makar with 50. He'll skate this up through center and fire it down through the near corner. Rantanen and Pionk both there at the same time. 41 on the clock. Jets trying to clear this one out. Avs just keep this one in. This may have been played with a high stick. They're not calling it though. Toffoli can't find an open man. Now he does so for Monahan. Monahan ran out of room. One-timer does not go through. Pionk shot. And Georgiev has a hold of it with 26.8. Just threaded the needle. So there was no one-timer from Nikolai Ehlers. From Sean Monahan, who was trying to find two, but Neil Pionk just got one shot off and found his way over to Georgiev, who secured it. Momentum was coming in, crawling back towards Winnipeg's direction. In this first period, one of the best first periods that we have ever seen. Neil Pionk, this got off Georgiev, off his stick. Avs trying to clear, they do so. It's bouncing over to the Winnipeg end. 15 seconds to go in the first. Just trying to get this one down and inside. Now back inside this goes as Velarde is in his own zone. Morrissey with a hold of it. Now up for this goes. Deflected off to the far side and behind Georgiev. This is secured by Colorado, and 000 will hit at the end of the first period, but not before some pushing and shoving. Sean Walker wants to go at Mark Scheifele. Then everyone wants to go at each other's throats. Scheifele scored the last goal off the first period and was seen both teams score 3 each. Nichushkin, Morrissey, Nemestikov, Wood, McKinnon, and Scheifele were the goal scorers in the opening frame. Will we have such excitement continue on in the second period, or will the defense prevail here later down the game? First intermission coming soon here on the NHL on Spaces and Twitch. I'm Alec Nava. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll have some more hockey coming at you, and some stock car racing. See you soon. Well, that was the first period. We've had a lot of goal scoring here in game one between the Avs and the Jets. Let's turn the excitement up to 11. Hello, everyone. I'm Alec Nava. Welcome to the first intermission report here on the NHL on Spaces and Twitch. So we have 3 different goal scorers for both teams. Valerie Nichushkin kicked it off, 6:10 into the first period. Josh Manson with the assist off the Winnipeg Queer. Through the near side of the boards. Then Josh Morrissey answers back with a screenshot. Kyle Connor providing the assist. Primarily as he was walking the point, Morrissey was all alone at the top of the left point. Firing one from deep. And with several screens right in front, he used that to his advantage to tie this one up at 1. Then Vladislav Nemestikov off a careless giveaway by Brandon Duhaime. Though Alexander Georgiev didn't help matters either. Though Duhaime, he was trying to pass it to his open man. Alex Iafallo was in the way with his stick and chipped it open. Nemestikov rushed to it, fires away, and gets the Jets up 2-1. Miles Wood ties it up off another giveaway. This time around it's Dylan Sandberg, who tried to find the open Alex Iafallo. Joel Kiviranta kept it inside. Ross Colton will be credited with the secondary assist. And it will be Woods getting his goal, with Kiviranta just getting his goal off from right in tight on Connor Hellebuck. It turns out Steve Levy and Mark Messier and PK Subban are playing some hockey over at the studio of ESPN. Oh, this is entertainment hint here. But Nathan MacKinnon, he gets the Avs their second lead of the game. Mikko Rantanen and Cale Makar with the assist, with Rantanen good keep. MacKinnon was open at the left circle, skated over to the left dot, and then fired right on Hellebuck. And there it is, back of the net. After the Jets, we were hounded several times, or ligma time. And the pressure had them succumbing to it. Mark Scheifele, hard work pays off. Gabe Velarde will get the only assist of this goal. Kyle Connor's secondary assist is taken off the board. Scheifele at the front of the net. Connor was fighting for the loose puck at the back of the net after Neil Pionk kept it inside. When he was keeping this away from everyone else on the Avalanche, both Pionk and Connor. Velarde finding the open Scheifele at the side of the net. To tie this one up at 3-0, that's where we remain. Hellebuck with 11 saves on 14 Avalanche shots. Georgiev 5 saves on 8 Jets shots. Team stats after one period. The hits are 24-20 in favor of Winnipeg. They are known as a defensive team down their depth, and they're showcasing that depth all throughout. They've taken 11 of 19 faceoffs, and it's so far a penalty-free game. But who knows if we're going to get a penalty here. We can anticipate one soon enough. The last time we seen a penalty-free game in the Stanley Cup playoffs was Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Final in 2011. The Boston Bruins defeated the Tampa Bay Lightning 1-0 to advance to the Stanley Cup Final, where they would go on to win in 7 games over the Vancouver Canucks. Let's go on to outside through the Stanley Cup playoff docket around the NHL. So earlier today, the Florida Panthers started the Battle of Florida with a win. The empty netter by Matthew Tkachuk went on to be the game winner as Steven Stamkos scored on the power play with 10 seconds left. Tkachuk scored with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. Sam Reinhart and Brandon Hagel split the scoring in the first period for Florida and Tampa respectively. It's Reinhart's 58th goal overall. Hagel playing at his best hockey ever since he got to Tampa from Chicago. Carter Verhaeghe on the power play got Florida up 2-1, breaking that deadlock that's lasted since the 16:04 mark of the first period. Shots were 28-19, Florida over Tampa throughout this game. Andrei Vasilevsky stopped 25 of 27 shots. Sergei Bobrovsky, 17 of 19, though the last shot they faced was more of a garbage time shot. Now on to the New York Rangers and the Washington Capitals. 4-1, the Rangers get a dominating victory over the Caps. The Caps were not supposed to be at this spot, but they were here on the back of some help from the teams that they needed to fall out the playoff race, which included the Red Wings, the Penguins, and the Flyers. The Flyers had an 88% chance of making the playoffs. They ended up missing it entirely. So it was Matt Rimpe in his playoff debut, scoring his first career goal in the playoffs to kickstart the scoring at the 4:17 mark of the second period. Artemi Panarin scoring 33 seconds after that. Jimmy Vesey capping off the free goal run to finish off a run where the Rangers scored 2 goals in 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Martin Fehervary had the only Washington goal. Chris Kreider wrapped it up with an even strength goal. Mika Zibanejad and Jack Roslovic on the assist. It's an even strength goal for Kreider. The Rangers trying to assure that they are built for playoff hockey. So far, so good. So now we go over to the Geico 500 at Talladega Superspeedway. It looked to be as though Ford would get a win here at Talladega, and it looked like Brad Keselowski was going to snap his winless streak that was dating back to this very speedway 3 years ago when he was a member of Team Penske. Now he's an owner-driver, and his winless streak now spans to 108 races. He finished second place at Texas Motor Speedway last week, had the win snatched from him at the last moment by Tyler Reddick to get the first win of the season for Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin's 2311 Racing. Reddick gets the Jumpman to victory. Does it sound familiar? Kurt Busch's last career victory was with him running and with the Jumpman sponsor and the 45 car. Keselowski comes in second off a late block from Michael McDowell, the pole sitter. His second career pole, both of his poles coming this season. Noah Gragson, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Alex Bowman, Anthony Alfredo, William Byron, Todd Gilliland, Daniel Hemrick, and Harrison Burton of the Wood Brothers round out the top 10. Hemrick finishing 9th place for colleague Shane Van Gisbergen, who finished 28th, running his first race at an oval track in his Cup Series career. He ran out of fuel in the Xfinity Series race yesterday, driving a 97 of colleague in partnership with Trackhouse Racing. Martin Truex Jr., Chase Briscoe, Ross Chastain, Ryan Preece, Chase Elliott, Josh Berry, Carson Hocevar, Corey LaJoie, Joey Logano, and Ryan Blaney, 11 for 20. And everyone else, Kyle Larson, Ty Gibbs, Austin Cindric, Cody Ware, Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, Daniel Suarez, SVG, Zane Smith, Austin Dillon, McDowell, BJ McLeod, John Hunter Nemechek, Justin Haley, Eric Jones, Bubba Wallace, Denny Hamlin, and Chris Bell. The rest, with Bell having to retire from the race early. Jones, Wallace, and Hamlin were involved in the lap 154 accident, and they had to retire from the race as well. Haley was in the running. However, he finished 4 laps down. And it looked to be one of those dominant cars early on. McLeod was at the top, but he ran out of gas early on and it cost him. McDowell was spinning as he threw a late block, with Reddick stealing the win from Keselowski, with spinning McDowell through the tri-oval. Contact with McDowell coming to the checker flag. Keselowski keeping his number 6 straight and scoring a runner-up. Alfredo of the non-charter team Baird Motorsports scoring 6. And Bowman, the highest finishing Hendrick car. Larson had to overcome a non-qualifying penalty as he was penalized for illegal modifications to his roof and then had to serve a pass-through penalty. So the Monster Mile is up next weekend at Dover Motor Speedway. As the Cup Series goes to there. The Capitals were 0 for 4 on the power play. And the playoff game that was before this one that we're covering. Second period is going to come up next here on the NHL and Spaces and Twitch. I am Alec Nava. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll be right back for some more exciting playoff hockey here on the Stanley Cup playoffs. Second period is set to come here at Winnipeg, Manitoba. Here, what they call True North. Canada Life Center saw a lot of goals here through 2 periods of action, and everything is just getting started. 3-3 after 1 period, and the second period about to get underway with the opening faceoff. We had 3 goals in the span of 1 minute and 6 seconds, all being separated between 2 Avs and 1 Jet. Miles Wood, Nathan McKinnon, and Mark Scheifele with the goals. 14:47, 15:05, 15:53. Who scored the first goal of the second period? 6 goals by 6 different players. Here's Mikko Rantanen. That's off the outside the post, and Hellebuyck got a piece of it. Back the other way comes Appleton. 14-8, the shots on goal advantage for the Avs. 24-22, the hits in favor of the Jets. Mark Scheifele's 20th career playoff goal, the most in franchise history. While he's not the captain of the team, he is the longtime leader, scoring-wise, for the Jets. 2 goals, 18 seconds, the 8th fastest in franchise history for the Avs tonight. We have a nice game against Colorado, so the Jets will get an offensive zone face-off. That shot actually went off the mask of Hellebuyck. Just misses as Branton was trying to bank it off a tight window. Scheifele will try to win the faceoff to try to get Kyle Connor a quick shot. Doesn't do so. Here's Pionk at the point. To the wet. That went and wide. That clear for Parise was gloved down by Neil Pionk as Scheifele's on his knees now. Kale McCarr is watching him. Scheifele doing his best to protect this puck away from McCarr. McKinnon chips this one all the way out. Now skating back onto this is Winnipeg. Pionk gets this one down inside. Sean Walker collects this back. Now over to the outside. Far corner. They're both going after this. Colorado at their own end. Scheifele protects. Now goes all the way back over to the left point. Dillon sets a Pionk at the opposite point. Skating around, this is Connor. Here's Connor for the high spot. He rips one. That went off of Georgiev. Through his pass. Velarde tried to maneuver his way around. The Jets keep it though. Connor can't get this one centered down as Parise was in the way. Drop pass here is McKinnon. 3-on-2. For the right side, Parise fires. And that was fended out by Hellebuyck. Scheifele going cross ice over to Appleton. Lowry can't pick this one up and it falls down to Georgiev. He'll cover it. So tomorrow I will not be casting a playoff game, but I'll be on close contact with my good friend John Ott about potential playoff games down the stretch. The lone game that is tonight in the later stages, the Canucks and the Predators. That is at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. We're a minute 36 into the second period. Jets in the polar night blue jerseys going from left to right. Avs in the white jerseys with the cerulean numbers and the burgundy shoulders. They're going from right to left. Dylan DeMello in his own zone from Hellebuyck after the Avs get this one inside. Toffoli tries to get this one out. Just get it out. Moving it up is DeMello, 2-on-2. DeMello tried to dance around Nichushkin. Nichushkin stayed with him. Now he's a 2-on-2 the other way. Lehkonen goes inside. Lehkonen for the outside, and that is Hellebuyck making a stop. Good defense by Valery Nichushkin to stay with his man, shutting down the skating lane through the near side of the wall. Though with the goaltenders getting tested, especially Hellebuyck, was so far stopped 14 of 17. Alexander Georgiev needs to have that same energy as well. He stopped 8 of 9. Stopped 6 of 9. Not 8 of 9, because the saying that would imply that it's a 3-1 Avalanche lead, which it is not. False start, Kiviranta comes in, he loses the draw. Logan Stanley moving around for the far side. This may be icing against Winnipeg. But it's Alexander Georgiev. This went right by, last touch by an Av. Jack Johnson tried to get this one out. There may be some loose lumber. Held at the left point. Av's going to stick on this and get this one out. Trying to find the open man, Ross Colton. Space runs out. Hellebuyck plays this one out. Colton still have a hold of it at the far side. Over to the point. Here's a long shot for Jack Johnson. That was blocked aside by Hellebuyck. Caleb Jones holds it in. Jones is down. That was Sandberg who got him down. Johnson now at the half wall far side. Going around is Wood. Right back for Johnson. At the center point, now left side for Jones. Long shot towards the net. It's deflected out to Hellebuck, who makes a stop. Nemestikov looking for some room around for Gustafsson. Trying to clear. It goes all the way out. And now picked up by Jack Johnson, who goes right behind Georgiev. To the left side for McKinnon. Nathan McKinnon up with some speed. Now over to the right side for Jones. Jones backhands this one down for the lane. Far side. Hellebuck slows it down. Towards the half wall, Winnipeg now picks it up. Looking for a breakout. Can't do so. And it's stolen away by Colorado. Here's Sean Walker. Drop pass over to McKinnon. Near corner. Cannot find the open man. That was Mikko Rantanen and went off of Mason Appleton. Or Nino Niederreiter, excuse me. Avs back with this. This is deflected in. And Winnipeg will see this one behind the net as it's deflected in past the red line. Pionk will restart with this. Neil Pionk dumps this one over to the far corner. Avs hold this one up and over to the near side where this is Lehkonen. Lehkonen. A pass from Nichushkin and around this goes. Around through the boards. Middlestat now behind the net. Middlestat coming over to the bottom of the right circle. Vital man, Sean Walker, one-timer sent on wide. Airmail that one. Avalanche want to get another chance on. Can't do so at this current moment. They still have a hold. Across this go. Devon Taves holds this one inside. Nichushkin turnaround shot that was blocked away. Lehkonen on the rebound that was fired wide. Avs still hold it. Good shift for them for the sequence. Nichushkin drop passes this. Now he gets a return feed. Long shot. That one just wide off a block. Still some more zone time. Is now up to 40 seconds. Taves winds it here. Taves long shot blocked away. Rebound. It was there for Cogliano. It shifts wide of his stick. Tired Winnipeg bodies on the ice. They need a change and he gets some partial changes. You bodies still out there. But some exhausted bodies are still out there. Now out in front, Hellebuck tested. He stops both shots. So many great chances, and now here comes Nikolai Ehlers back the other direction. Ehlers can't split the defense. Brandon Duhaime for the near side, dumps this one down. At the near corner now picked up by Yakov Trenin. Around this goes where this lands onto Ehlers' stick. Sent over to Scheifele. Up front for Toffoli is whacked away. Back to Winnipeg, this goes as Toffoli sends it on around for the boards. Georgiev now behind his net. Moving on in front is Walker, away from Ehlers. Trying to kick pass to Colton, as he tried to kick it to himself, as I should say. Back the other way comes Ehlers. Ehlers for the other direction. That shot was blocked. Collected by Colorado. Walker for the half wall near side to Wood. And now up comes Ross Colton, 2-on-1. Kiviranta to Colton. Kiviranta smoked the shot. Oh! And Kiviranta shoved down. Oh, the Jets coming in. And Odiav's coming in response. As the physicality is ramped up, no gloves are being dropped right now. One's without his helmet. We'll see how the officials sort this one out. We may get some penalties out of this. Nearly 6 minutes into the second period, we almost had the Avs break the deadlock. Hellebuck reacts just in time to close off Yakov Trenin. 7:06 up in the air. And that was initiated with Trenin launching Scheifele towards the Colorado bench. With Trenin going over to the benches. It's picking up in the physicality. Morrissey and Kiviranta going right at each other. Miles Wood stands up for his man, Kiviranta. Each one of Morrissey and Wood will get coincidental minors for roughing. But Morrissey will get 2 for cross-checking, Wood 2 for roughing. We'll play 2 minutes of 4-on-4. Game 1 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. Avs and Jets are tied 3 apiece, though 4-on-4 usually mean an advantage for the Avalanche considering more room for their superstars to maneuver. How will Rick Bones' team respond defensively? Bonus will send Lowry with Nemestikov to answer on McKinnon and Rantanen. The Avs captain, Gabriel Landeskog, with an outside chance to return to the playoffs. The Jets captain, Adam Lowry, taking his face off, he wins it. Nemestikov chasing after the puck, he gets to there. On for Sandberg, this goes to DeMello now. DeMello goes on to the opposite side. Up goes to Nemestikov. Skating down for the middle. Drop pass over to Lowry. Back for Nemestikov. Trying to maneuver his way past Taves. Can't do so. Still the puck is loose behind the net. And it comes over to the stick of McKinnon. He finds Nichushkin. It goes right by him. It will be icing. It was just behind the red line. And so Winnipeg will get an offensive zone faceoff. When you include the all-time series between both franchises known as the Winnipeg Jets, this is the third playoff meeting between the Avalanche and teams who were known as the Winnipeg Jets during their franchise history. The Avs faced the Arizona Coyotes in 2000 and 2020. Colorado won both times. Here's Dave McKinney, goes around Pionk. McKinnon fires this one wide. Nobody there at the swat to deflect it home. Makar holds it in, here's Taves. Taves spins around towards the near half wall, backhands this one to keep this one in. Nichushkin forced out and goes backwards over to Taves as the Avs make some changes. Nichushkin to the bench. Now over across, this goes for Taves, up front for Walker. Sean Walker going across. He gets it to himself. This is a hand pass. The referees did a good job of finding this and locating that this was indeed a hand pass from Sean Walker. Physicality ramping up a hole here in the second period. Joel Kiviranta and Josh Morrissey testing each other, with Morrissey shoving down Kiviranta. Miles Woods standing up for his man. This is the NHL on Spaces and Twitch. I'm Alec Nava. We'll be right back. We're back in Winnipeg for Game 1 of this best-of-7 series. The Avs have dominated the shot totals 20-9 here through this point in time. The Jets don't have that much shots on goal, but they are playing excellent defense on the Avalanche, mostly through Connor Hellebuck. 40 seconds more of 4-on-4. We're at the 12:55. In front! That was sent wide from Josh Manson. Could have been the go-ahead goal. Recollected by Sean Monahan as the Jets cycle around. Forced to the far side by McKinnon. Monahan gets this one in. Slam towards the wall by Sean Walker on the mellow. Avs can't get this one down the way that was Lekkinen, who blew a tire. Pionk back the other way on a 3-on-2. Here's Monahan cutting in front. Monahan to the net. One-timer. Oh, Pionk missed the net entirely. And then some more bodies fall down. Pionk wants to go with Manson. We were so close to having a 4-3 lead for both teams. 10 more seconds of 4-on-4. Arturi Lekkinen on the forecheck, creating opportunities for the Avalanche. Josh Manson just fired this one. It was Nikolai Ehlers, not Sean Monahan, as I should have said. Just a little confusion me, but Pionk had a wide open net. But to credit Josh Manson, It was a more uncomfortable shot for Pionk to get this right onto Georgiev, potentially testing him. 5 seconds now before we get Morrissey and Wood back on the ice. Full race for the puck. It's Hellebuyck playing this one out. Both Morrissey and Wood are back on. Now out this goes. Here is Lowry. Lowry, 5-on-5. Contact between him and Colton. Around this one goes. It just goes deep. And around this goes over to McKinnon. What will he do? Nathan McKinnon, drop pass over to Taves at the top of the left circle. Now he has a one-timer, Makar! And that is held by Connor Hellebuyck. And Ross Colton got stung by the shot from his old man, Makar. No major damage, just some friendly fire. 8 minutes and 6 seconds deep into the second period. By this point, the first period, 2 goals were already scored in what will turn out to be a 6-goal first period. McKinnon now at the bench. The physicality ramping up a ton here. We know about how physical the playoffs can be, and playoffs are won on physicality. Few times you see a playoffs won on speed. In the speed-based game, that was exactly the Colorado Avalanche's game plan from 2 years ago. Save Hellebuyck on a long shot. It was thrown out by Winnipeg, and it goes out all the way to center, deflected in by Velarde. Goes past the referee. Manson picks this up, but he is shoved away by Connor. And Manson gets stricken down. Avs get this one down for the far side, near their bench. In the zone now. Walking around the point, now onto the left point. And then Jones gets shut down by Hellebuyck. Some chances were available. And then some more pushing and shoving right afterwards. Hellebuyck made sure to stop everything. Nichushkin picks the far lane on Connor Hellebuyck and making those shots. The last chances being some good ones. Arturi Lehkonen at first. And then some pushes right in front by Lehkonen and Nichushkin. It was first Nichushkin at the crease. Then some more mayhem around as Casey Millstat wants to go after Gabe Velarde. Near the midway mark of the second period. Both teams are tied. The Avs have the majority of the shots on goal. 20-9 still. Now 22-9. Face-off will come at the defensive end. Left circle for the Jets. Lowry loses this draw. It goes back for Taves. Now Makar. Cale Makar's long shot doesn't go. Broken stick on the ice. That was Niederreiter's. Now it's a 2-on-1. Lowry and Appleton. Lowry in. He scores! Adam Lowry, the captain, leading by example. Winnipeg up 4-3. Nino Niederreiter broke his own stick, and he breaks his own stick. Gets a change, but the Jets didn't need it to factor into a potential 3-on-1. Taves was straight on island on his own. I'm not sure what else he has to do here. Because if he plays the passing lane, Lowry can shoot this one easier. If he plays the shooting lane, then there is Mason Appleton who can get himself closer for a more tap-in opportunity. Lowry decides to shoot this one on his own despite the fact that Taves was coming close to him. It was damned if you do, damned if you don't if you're Colorado. 10th career playoff goal for Lowry, 4 in 5 games last postseason. He turns it on when the playoffs come around. There were trade rumors of him dating back to 2 seasons ago when some were saying, where would he go? It was Andrew Copp who got traded, not Lowry. The puck was loose for just a moment. Now here comes Nathan McKinnon. McKinnon waits at the left circle. What will he do? This wizard is fun to watch. He'll drop it back. A long shot by Sean Walker. It's loose in front after a block. Then another one. That's another block. Out in front. Collected by Walker. There's another shot block. 3 of them in a row. With Tyler Toffoli being the latest one. Here comes Nikolai Ehlers off the turnover. There was a delayed offside, so they cannot enter. Winnipeg fires it in. Georgiev slows this one down. Back is Walker. Along the far line, Stanley saw the passing lane. Go Jets, go Jets. Erupting at Canada Life Center. with 9:50 to go in the second period. Jets have it secured, but lose it. Colorado skates this one deep, throws it over to the far corner. Trenton coming in with Stanley. Stanley is down low behind the net. One of the Avs gets knocked down. Trenton emerges with it. From the far corner, just throws one to Hellebuck. Caleb Jones holds it in at the near corner. Spun around, loses the puck. Holding this in is Duhaime. Easy save by Hellebuck as Duhaime just threw one towards the net. Iafallo from the Jets bench just throws this one inside. Now we have some shoving along the bench. They're still all tangled up towards the bench. Duhaime was in the middle of the chaos, so was Stanley. Avalanche with this puck is Woods. Sticks were all over the ice, including that of Shifley. Just 2 shots this period for the Jets. One of them found the back of the net. 10 for the Avalanche. None of them beat Hellebuck. Georgiev chance all over Winnipeg. With 9 minutes to go, that broken stick all over the Winnipeg zone. Held in by Manson. Manson's inside. Can't hold his own. Jets have it now. Now over the ice is Connor. Kyle Connor gets this one down onto the Colorado zone. Avs trying to get this one down onto Hellebuck. They didn't do so. Offensive zone faceoff for Winnipeg. They'll get back on the ice. There's some big chaos between Duhaime and Iafallo, who are at the center of it. Towards the Jet bench as Iafallo was trying to just get onto the bench. They were both trying to change. Neither side wanted the other to get down inside onto their bench. Face off for the Jets at the attacking zone left circle. 35 all the hits. Ross Colton on the outer side. Sean Monahan wins the draw. Moving around is Ehlers. Ehlers wide open. Monahan can't back this one home. Held in by Morrissey. Morrissey down low. Can't find his open man. Ehlers throws one towards the net. That was fired wide. Dylan DeMello holds his own. Moving around, this goes over back for Ehlers. Ehlers behind the net. Now it's Toffoli. Closed out by Jack Johnson. Toffoli sold this puck. Finds the open Monahan. Monahan on his backhand. Forehand is going around for the boards. Moving in is DeMello. One of the Avs goes with him. Still is a loose puck at the half wall near side. Moving around is Monahan, or Ehlers, pardon me. That one went out of the zone. Josh Morrissey has to regroup. Backwards this goes for Ehlers. Ehlers through the zone. And this one deflected up into the crowd with 7:48 to go in the second period. The shots are 24-10 Avalanche, but the Jets have a 4-3 lead. Winning this off defense. Quality over quantity. That's how the Jets prefer to go. I'm Alec Nava. Stay tuned, everyone, to the Stanley Cup playoffs on Spaces and Twitch. Connor Hellebuck, one of the more intelligent goalies in the NHL, one of the league's best. There is no introduction to him. He doesn't need one either. He is one of the best. The attention to the detail on the pads, the goalie equipment, and everything, allowing him to keep focus. The moose being loose. Flight 37, maintaining his ground. 7:48 to go. False start off the draw. The clock went early. It was stopped at 7:45. They'll get reset at 7:48. The Jets have won every one of these games in the regular season, series. 4-2 on December 7th, 6-2 on December 16th, and 7-0 on April 13th. Today marks 8 days since the 7-0 drubbing at Ball Arena. Avs with a 24-10 shot advantage. And before this game, there was only one game between these two being played at Canada Life Center. This is previously known as MTS Center and Bell MTS Place. We come back at 7:40. Nikolai Ehlers handles this one out. No help there. Ehlers will reclaim it himself after several bounces. Backwards for Pionk. Pionk moves it forward over to Toffoli, now on the side. Several shifts. Moving around for Ehlers. Avs can't clear. Held in at the left circle. Monahan's turnaround shot was patted away by Georgiev. A last-minute reaction save as the Jets glove down to clear by Colorado. Winnipeg just gets this one down deep. Caleb Jones tape to tape for Jack Johnson and then around for the boards back. Velarde closing in. The ex-King. Jones around for the far wall. Avalanche down for the lane. Here's Nichushkin. That passing lane closed off. The other way, here comes Velarde. Velarde through center. Now over the far half wall. Velarde taps it backwards. Morrissey, first man there. Now DeMello. Looking for deflection from Connor. Can't find one. It goes wide. And out. Morrissey playing this one up. Now up for the other way. Here's Velarde with partial break. Velarde fires it. Save! Georgiev. Puck loose in front. Knocked away by McKinnon. Mako Rantanen has it now. Backhands this one across the red line. Moving around for the defense. First one there. Can't center this one down as Velarde was the first Jet back on defense. Rantanen keeps it in though. And walking around for the point, this is Makar. Makar fires one deep. Loose in front. Avs trying to bank this one in. Can't do so. And out this goes on the 50-50 play. Scheifele's knocked down. Powney's going to be coming up against Colorado. Sean Walker will get 2 for tripping. There's Gabe Velarde getting a chance early on in the partial break. And another chance by him as on the other way. Velarde was all alone at the far side. Who was coming loose. Walker gets a stick on Scheifele's skates. Good job by Scheifele to draw the penalty. He had the puck out of the reach of Walker. Walker quiet from Philadelphia at the trade deadline. With the Flyers opting to go with Eric Johnson, a seasoned vet. First power play for the Jets on this game. Looking to expand the lead to 5-3. Avs looking to kill this off. This is the second unit that's out there. Down low, this goes over to Toffoli. Now around this goes. Back deep for Pionk. Pionk drives one over to the net. That goes wide. Toffoli saves it in. Nemestikov keeps over to Pionk. Left side for Ehlers. Now back for Pionk. Pionk sets up Nemestikov. Right circle. That rang off iron. Ehlers sends it over to Nemestikov one more time. Now walking the points, Ehlers takes this one. And another save by Georgiev. That might have run off the post as well. Back for Ehlers at the right point. Receiving the feed from Nemestikov. This puck goes over to Nemestikov. Out in front. This one off the pad of Georgiev and stays in. That went off the glass. Pionk backhands this one to keep it in. Another save there by Pionk on the good keep in. Near corner. Avalanche. They're all trapped. Can't get this one out. It's still held in by Ehlers at the right point. Now moving to center point. Now over to the left side as he gets back to his natural position. Behind the net. Around and around he goes. Still keeping. Ehlers now at the right circle. Backhanded one over to the net. That was Nemestikov. And the Avs finally, after a minute and 13 seconds, they finally get their first clear. And the first power play unit for Winnipeg is on the ice. Morrissey, one of the alternate captains for the Jets. He's on there. He drops it back. Here's Kyle O'Connor with Mark Scheifele. Enters this one in over to the left side. Over to Monahan and back across over to Velarde. Velarde on receiving theme past Scheifele. The Avs just get it out. Morrissey will start up once again as the Avs change penalty killers. Morrissey will feed it left side for Connors. He skates up center. Connors drops it back over to Scheifele as he walks the point. Scheifele over to the left side. Watched by Nichushkin. Towards the near corner. 4 seconds left on a man advantage. Morrissey finding Scheifele. Shifley, power play over. Morrissey's one-timer. Rebound in front. Velarde can't fire it home. No icing here. Sean Walker was on this puck. 3 shots for the Jets on that man advantage. Morrissey dropping it back at the near corner for Connor. Around for DeMello. The pass too far for Appleton as it's a turnaround pass. Pass Rantanen. The intended man. Back comes Appleton. Appleton just flips this one over to Georgiev. Lowry was also in there. Appleton moves it around over to the left point, cycling this around. Down low back for Lowry. It skips over stick and past Appleton's. Appleton once again on the keep. And once again behind it, Iafallo rushing to there. Lowry also there as he jumps onto this puck. Far corner, McKinnon on him. 3:23 to go in the period. Iafallo banged towards the wall by Jones. McKinnon also there. Still it's a loose puck, knocked loose. Held in by DeMello, goes around. Down low for Iafallo. Iafallo tied up. He is down there with Appleton. Several stick lifts, several nudges. Jones also there. McKinnon there as well. Puck comes loose. It's up for Winnipeg. DeMello across. Dillon. Long shot that went wide. 3 minutes to go in the second period. As of the counter. Good shove there by Winnipeg. Good keep. Lowry in front. And can't find the open man. That was Iafallo. Zach Parise sets up Mikko Rantanen over the near side. Rantanen sends this one wide. There was no shooting lane. Dillon closed off that passing lane. Now inside. Just a keep in for Colorado. In front. Good defense there by the Jets to prevent that shot from getting off. The Jets have closed the shooting marker down to 8. 24-16 advantage in shots on goal. And there may be another penalty against the Avalanche unless anything else is noted. No! We stay with 5-on-5. No hands in the air, even though Jets fans 1-1. And that shot was blocked. 2:17 to go in the period. Tyler Toffoli for the far side. Toffoli looking out in front. This misses Monahan. Toffoli trying to keep this in. Sean Walker closed it out, but Toffoli finds Monahan in front. And Kyle Connor almost got to a 2-goal margin for the Jets. Georgiev tested there. He rose to the occasion. Lots of chances for the Winnipeg Jets in the past few minutes as they're trying to shift the momentum to their favor offensively. They have the 4-3 advantage. The Avalanche trying to tie this one up. We'll be right back momentarily. In a role reversal last year's first round, it's been the home team that's been dominating instead of the road team. Here comes Nichushkin trying to tie this game up, but instead he gets tied up by the ferocious Jets defense. Here comes Gabe Velarde. This may be a break. Has Shifley in front. Velarde curls and drags. Georgiev still with a shot. Big save by Alexander Georgiev to keep this a 1-goal game. Avalanche are back inside. Manson's tied up. Payonk. Across this goes. Brendan Dillon around. Back for Payonk at the opposite corner. Avs are down a goal here. They need to tie this one up to at least get some momentum back towards their favor. Cale Makar is back deep. It's a 10-0 shot count for both sides, as the Jets have been getting most of the offensive momentum towards their side in the last few minutes. Duhaime can't get this one centered on, and back the other way comes Ehlers. Ehlers gets this one down. A hold of it on Makar. He gets it back. Duhaime across the red line, now moving back inside. Cogliano taps it over for Trennan. Last minute of the second period. Pionk trying to get this one out, could not, as Walker holds it in. This one took a block off a Jet. Winnipeg clears it out. Colorado gets it right back as they drive for the distance down the middle. Here's Makar at the left point. He looks, finds an open lane for the net, and Hellebuck held his own. Here's McKinnon at the near corner, saves it in. Makar exchanging pass with McKinnon. McKinnon, his shot's blocked, losing the swat. Both teams trying to jump to it. Out for Jack Johnson, flips it in front. Now McKinnon with it, out the left circle. One-timer, Parisi, that's blocked in front. McKinnon also there, flipped around in front, trying to ditch this one out, and is cleared out to center. Johnson, and offside as McKinnon was a step too early. One of his teammates was trying to get out. Keep in mind, Georgiev and Hellebuck were the two winningest goalies in the NHL this year, with Georgiev tallying 38, Hellebuck tallying 37. Sergei Bobrovsky, Igor Shesterkin, and Stuart Skinner, a freeway tie for 36 wins on the year. When you're on a team that scores the most goals in the league, of course you're going to get boosted with your win total. Jets win the faceoff. Around this goes, around the horn, around. Saying too many arounds here as it goes around. And around off the bench. Guess they should keep the alliteration going. Or repetition going. 9.6 to go in the second period. And speaking of repetition, is the bird the word? And more physicality going here as that was Nino Niederreiter, who was shoved by Josh Manson. Adam Lowry stood up for his man Niederreiter, his line mate. The look within. 41-38 are the hits in favor of the Jets. Another faceoff win by the Jets. Hellebuck sweeps this over to his right side. Jets clear this one out. It's out to center, and this may most likely end the second period. After a first period of 6 goals, this second period has just 1. The Jets are 37-1-1 when leading after 2, a .949 win percentage which leads the NHL. How will they fare in this third period? Their lone goal in the second coming from Adam Lowry, Brandon Dillon, and Nino Niederreiter have the assist. That's Dillon's second apple. Intermission report coming right up soon. I'm Alec Nava. We'll be right back in just a moment here in the Stanley Cup playoffs on Twitch and Spaces. Oh, we go over to the intermission report. Well, ESPN is messing with Messier. Well, pun intended, because one penalty was on Mark Messier when he was back with the Edmonton Oilers. Wayne Gretzky helped them out to get the Oilers to win. So we're in the second intermission report. I am Alec Nava. It's a 4-3 Jet lead heading into the third period. Once again, Winnipeg is 37-1-1 when leading after 2 periods. The lone goal in the second period was scored by Adam Lowry. Brendan Dillon and Nino Niederreiter have the assists. But the Colorado Avalanche have the high-end talent necessary if they were to pull off a comeback. They're that skilled. Whether it be Nathan MacKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, Kel McCarr, those three can get the job done for them. And look for any one of them to find the back of the net if they were to tie this one up late in the game, if it were to come to that situation. Though don't count out Valerie Nichushkin or Arturi Lehkonen. They are skilled at this as well. Casey Milstat, another one of those who can get the deal done. Ross Colton is the only other one among the active roster to have double-digit goals. Or more than 30 points. That's what I meant. Jonathan Drouin, the Avs won't have him. He is out for the series with an injury that he suffered in Game 82 of the regular season. And it can come back to bite them if the Avs lose this series. So now, our only other game is the Vancouver Canucks and the Nashville Predators. They face each other at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So for those who are wanting to go on to this game, ESPN has you covered there. As we go over to the projected lineups of that game. Game 1 of that best-of-7 series. Second time they face each other. The last time they faced another, that was 2011 in the Western Conference semifinal, when the Canucks beat the Predators in 6 games. So the Predators' projected lineup goes like this. Philip Forsberg, Ryan O'Reilly, Gustav Nyquist on the first 4 line. Mark Jankowski, Colton Sissons, Jason Zucker. Anthony Beauvillier, Tommy Novak, and Luke Evangelista. Cole Smith, Michael McCarron, and Kiefer Sherwood to round out the forecourt. Ryan McDonough with Roman Josi. Jeremy Lauzon with Alex Carrier. Spencer Stasi with Luke Shen on the bottom pairing. Yusei Saros is the starting netminder. Kevin Lankinen is the backup. Healthy scratches are Tyson Barrie, Jared Anderson-Dolan, Cody Glass, Dante Fabro, and Gustav Skrigaus. For the Canucks, their lineup looks like this. Piers Suter, JT Miller, Brock Besser, Niels Höglander, Elias Pettersson, Sam Lafferty, Dakota Joshua, Elias Lindholm, Connor Garland, Phil DiGiuseppe, Teddy Bluger, and Ilya Mikheyev. Quinn Hughes with Phil Peronic to begin the defensive pairings. Carson Soucy with Tyler Myers. And to round it out, Ian Cole and Nikita Zadorov. Thatcher Demko is the starting netminder. Casey DeSmith is the backup. Healthy scratches are Mark Friedman, Niels Amon, Noah Jolson, Vasily Podkolzin, and Artur Silovs. So, with that out of the way, we now go over to the NBA games that are taking place right now. So, 2 games are over and done with. The Miami Heat are without Jimmy Butler, and it has bit them as they needed his presence. They did not, because he is out of an injury that could span several weeks to recover from. The Celtics using a 34-24 second quarter run and then a 31-14 third quarter run to get them to the victory. 114-94 was the final score at TD Garden. It takes dedication to change from an ice hockey surface to a basketball surface at TD Garden. It's the home of the Bruins and the home of the Celtics. 4 of the 5 members of the starting 5 had double-digit points. Jason Tatum led the way with 23, with 10 rebounds and 10 assists. A double-double for him. Or triple-double, I meant, for him. 2 steals as well, and the all-around effort for Tatum, as he was the scorer and the facilitator tonight. Derek White with 20. 4 assists for him, 3 rebounds as well. Jaylen Brown, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. And Kristaps Porzingis, 18 points, 2 blocks, 4 rebounds. For Miami, it was Bam Adebayo, 24 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Though it's too much to not enough, as everything went the Celtics' way. Jaime Jaquez Jr., 16 points, as he was elevated to the starting 5. 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And off the bench, DeLon Wright with 17 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Now, first game among the NBA playoff games that are today. The Dallas Mavericks scored just 8 points in the second quarter. They were rallying back in the fourth quarter to steal a victory from the LA Clippers, but it was too little too late. As the Clippers, 22 points in the fourth quarter was just enough, despite a Mavs 33-22 rally in the fourth. With the Clippers, without Kawhi Leonard, no problem for them. 28 points and 8 assists for James Harden. 22 for Paul George with 6 rebounds. Harden going 8 of 17 with 2 blocks. Ivica Zubac with 20 points and 15 rebounds. Terrence Mann adding to that with 13 points and 9 rebounds. Russell Westbrook, 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists off the bench with 2 steals. For the Mavs, they have a pair of 30-point efforts from Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. 33 for Luka with 13 rebounds and 6 assists, but 4 turnovers did not help matters. 31 points for Kyrie Irving, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. 2 steals to go with that as well. Those were the 2 leading scorers for them, and then everyone else had less than 15 points. The third leading scorer was PJ Washington. He had 11 points, finishing with 7 rebounds, 2 steals. No help all around for them, even though Luka and Kyrie came alive. It was a carry job by the duo. The Milwaukee Bucks currently lead the Indiana Pacers 83-71. The Bucks are without Giannis Antetokounmpo. They did manage to do the job in 2021 without Giannis in the Eastern Conference Final, with Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, Drew Holiday, and Bobby Portis leading the way. It is Dame time. 35 points on 11 of 22 for Damian Lillard with 5 rebounds and 2 assists, going 6 of 11 from the 3-point line. Middleton with 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. Bobby Portis with 12 points as he gets elevated to the starting 5. 7 rebounds to go with it as well. 27 for Spicy P. Pascal Siakam is just carrying over that playoff experience from Toronto onto Indiana. 9 rebounds to go with it. Tyrese Haliburton, who's a star or superstar in the play-in, he is limited to just 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Many are saying that the Pacers are one of the many teams that people are picking as a favorite to upset the Bucks. And anything can happen come playoff time, as everyone's record is reset to 0-0. So far, it's been an anticlimactic playoff game action. So far in the NBA, the NHL has seen all sorts of excitement as we've seen exciting finish after exciting finish. Well, all the storylines and drama yesterday between the Bruins and the Maple Leafs. The Bruins marched out to a dominant 5-1 victory over Toronto in Game 1. The Carolina Hurricanes did business with the New York Islanders to shut them down, winning 3-1. Today, it was a battle of Florida. The Panthers won 3-2 to begin the playoff games that were today. The New York Rangers downing their rival Washington Capitals 4-1. The Winnipeg Jets so far up 4-3. Quinn Hughes with 92 points this season, which ranks the most among defensemen. And so far, some have pinpointed to him as the favorite to win the Norris Trophy this year. And given so, it is realistic. Though the biggest deciding factor as we go back to the series be how Rick Bowness utilizes Nikolai Ehlers. He has been underplayed for most of the season. Only 3 of his 9 seasons has seen him average fewer than 16 minutes a game. 2 of those have been under Bowness. They have a bit more depth to excuse the decisions now, but he has the best 5-on-5 points per 60 and the third best 5-on-5 expected goal share among the expected forwards, as well as the Mark Scheifele's and all the Kyle Connors of the world. So third period is going to come up next year. Stanley Cup playoffs on Spaces and Twitch action. Coming to you shortly. I'm Alec Nava. Let's get rocking and rolling soon. 20 more minutes in regulation. Avalanche are looking to tie this one up and send it to overtime. The Jets are looking to hold firm with their ferocious defense and their ferocious goaltending. Connor Hellebuyck has held up strong, even though he's allowed 3 goals, still 22-25, and going up against a tough Avalanche team that's been known for their offensive prowess. Any save is a good one against the Avs. Good stick positioning for Alexander Georgiev is what is needed. So far, it was him up to the task for every shot except the Adam Lowry goal. There's been a struggle for him throughout the season. But the second period, he slowed things down. However, if we're looking for a comeback here, Georgiev has to be locked into his A game. Not his B game, not his C game, his A game. He has to deliver his absolute best in this third period. Stick positioning, where he is in the crease, the pads and everything. Once the shots get to him for that Winnipeg is firing off. Off the opening faceoff, Adam Lowry wins it. 19:54 left to go in the third period as the Avalanche, they're looking to get the opening opportunity. The Jets are inside for the first time. 15 block shots to 6 in favor of Winnipeg for 2 periods. 3 goals on 14 shots for the Avs, but no goals on 12 shots in the second period. After that fiery first period, here's Nathan MacKinnon. He's inside, splits the defense. Oh, that goes off the post! And then on to Connor Hellebuyck. Oh, so close! The Avalanche robbed of the tying goal just seconds into the third period with MacKinnon going by Logan Stanley. Right by 2 Jets defenders going short side on Hellebuyck. Goes off the post and off Hellebuyck. In the regular season, he has 717 bursts of at least 20 miles an hour, which leads the NHL. Connor McDavid was the second closest. These two were the fastest skater competition at the All-Star game. And every year may be a good bet for these two to participate in the fastest skater competition, given how dynamic and fast they are. Here's the third period that's going on. Here's Colorado back in. Nichushkin, and pass in front! And Nichushkin was denied by Hellebuyck. Now picked up by Lowry. That was actually Casey Middlestat that was denied with Nichushkin setting the feet in front. Nichushkin on the keep. Off the turnover. Right circle to Middlestat. Can't find a way around for the Jets defense, but finds Nichushkin. Nichushkin closed off alongside the wall. Manson on the keep. Nice pass by Lehkonen to find Nichushkin, but it just goes wide. Nichushkin on the keep over to Manson. Along the point. Long shot. Deflected wide. And the rebound is picked up by Lowry. Lowry flips his one out on the backhand. Colorado picks it up. Now swept over to the left side. Avs looking to go back inside. Right on Hellebuyck this goes to. Pionk now picks it up. He's in control. Now finds over to his left side for Kyle Connor at the near side. Enters in. Georgiev cycles behind his net. Played it out. Scheifele is at the near corner. Long shot to Dillon. That goes wide. Connor holds at the right side. Pionk goes back over to Dillon. Flips one over to the net. That was stopped by Georgiev. Rebound is there to Georgiev's right. Now behind the net is Velarde. Velarde twisting and turning. Finding Scheifele. Mark Scheifele tries to lose Johnson. Scheifele now at the far corner. Trying to find an open lane. Can't do so for this moment. Scheifele just turns this one over. Burst of speed over the left side. Avs just fired this one in off Hellebuyck. Kiviranta shoves away his man. Brendan Dillon back the other way for Winnipeg. Scheifele flips this in 2.5 minutes into the third period. Jones blows a tire. Down low is Toffoli at the far corner. Duhaime also there. Also there was Ehlers. Trenton at the other side trying to clear. Jets keep it in. Georgiev has to play it out onto the far side. Jones clears. Down for the lane. It's a chase for this puck. It's Stanley beating out by a nose hair. Trenton. And it seems that Morrissey may have got taken down. No call at the way. No penalty arm in the air. Caleb Jones shoving Tyler Toffoli as both teams battle for this loose puck behind Georgiev's crease. Tic-tac-toe passing right in front at the neutral zone. Colorado is back deep. At the near corner, this goes backwards over to DeMello. DeMello shoved away by Parise. Fight for this puck over Winnipeg's ice. Now splitting this defense, here comes Mason Appleton over to Niederreiter. The pass was wide. Now around this goes over to Lowry. Lowry's back over the half-wall far side. Both he and one of the Avs go down at the same time. Loose stick fight, one of the Avs. Now here's Lowry. He's inside. He scores! No goal! No goal! It's waved off! It went on both posts! The crowd thought it was in, but it went on both posts! What is the call? Now they say it's in! We'll see, however, because it's so close to the naked eye to determine if this is in. We're going to check the replays of one post, two posts. How in the world? Oh, I don't know about that one. That was so close. It looks to be not completely in by a nose hair. What a moment. This looks like a parallax angle moment. They're going to check the replay here for the moment. If there's going to be something that suggests that there's a goal, but the overhead camera may be a stronger factor here. One post, two posts, bounces in, 3 posts it hit in total. It's so close to call. Doesn't look like it's on the surface of the goal line. It's up in the air. It'll look through several angles. It has to completely cross the goal line. There has to be white in between. By a nose hair, Adam Lowry, his second. That close, just across by inches. And now the cushion is deeper. Just across, as there was white in between the goal line and the puck, just after the collision between him and Mikko Rantanen. Gets inside, gets positioning to beat out Nathan MacKinnon. That was so close to not counting. Wow. Now, as they say, hockey is a game of inches. The Jets get a goal by mere inches. Not just by inches, a millimeter. Lowry with a second of the game. He scored 4 goals in 5 playoff games for the Jets in last year's first round series. It is Lowry leading by example. And a nice pass by Mason Apple to define him right in front. The cushion now 2 goals. 5-3 is the lead for Winnipeg. Goal coming at the 3:31 mark. Here's another great chance. Kyle Connor now picks it up at the near side. Casey Middlestat in on him. Middlestat pokes it out. And free it comes over to Nichushkin. Nichushkin sends it deep. Lehkonen after it. Lehkonen trying to beat out his man. Nichushkin blows a tire. Trying to get back up. Middlestat also there. Middlestat pokes it forward. Pionk moving this forward, and out this goes for Winnipeg. Is this going to be icing? I think it is. Yes. A scuffle here right in front of Hellebuck's crease. There was a disagreement between Neil Pionk and Val Nichushkin. And it looks like Nichushkin's chain was ripped off by Pionk. If anyone wants to go back to the Keep to lead Michael Crabtree fights. That was left post, right post, across. Just before it hits the left post, it was right across. There was a visual. There's just enough of white ice. Having ruled a good goal. The penalty is going to be against Nichushkin. 2 minutes for elbowing Mark Scheifele. So the Jets are back to the power play. They can make it a 3-goal game to extend it to 6-3. Connor sending this back over to Morrissey. Josh Morrissey, long straight away. That goes wide. Scheifele's there at the near corner. Off for Morrissey. Right side this goes. Holding this is, what I believe is Kyle Connor. Yes, it is. Down low is Monahan at the bumper spot. Back for Morrissey. This pass missed. And out this goes. Everyone has to regroup. Hellebuck will play this out for Morrissey. A minute 30 on the power play remaining. This is just game 1 of this best of 7. Morrissey dropping this one back. Connor skating this one up for the left side. Morrissey going back, or I mean Monahan going back for Connor. Jumping onto his Velarde, who saved it on for Scheifele on the flip pass. Walking the point and feeding over to the right side for Monahan with Scheifele. And Morrissey is set up at the point. Right back in his natural position. Scheifele with the left circle. Down low for Velarde. In front! Could not get a shot on goal there. Connor saves it over the right point. Skating right around Wood. Connor fires one up. That is stopped by Georgiev. Held onto the point by Morrissey. Now left circle is Scheifele. Scheifele looks down low for Connor. Gets it onto that direction. Now back for Scheifele. Scheifele still serving at the left circle. Down low to go. Tic-tac-toe! Monahan! Gets denied off the post! Morrissey holding on at the right point. Now going back over to the top of the left circle to Scheifele. Scheifele back for Morrissey. One-timer that goes wide. Connor with a hold of it. Lots of zone time here for Winnipeg. All sorts of exhausted Avs out on the ice. Scheifele, Morrissey, Connor scores! Power play marker, Kyle Connor, Flight 81 is ready for takeoff. The Avs were stuck in their own zone for the majority of this power play. It got them exhausted, and they were clearly feeling the effects of it. All the way across between Scheifele, Morrissey, Connor, kaboom, tick, tack, kaboom. A 6-3 lead for the Jets as everyone here at True North is on their feet. The wideout working to perfection. 28-21 the shot advantage for the Jets, or Avs I meant, but now a fisticuff scuffle as all sorts of players are all over center ice, getting at each other's faces. Don't know what caused this though. The referees jump in. Kyle Connor was a standout freshman with the Michigan Wolverines. He continues that momentum with the Jets. I may be sure to say that should put a smile on John's face, hearing that one of the Wolverines has to go here. We'll be right back. Adam Lowry getting the 2-goal lead goal just barely. And they say hockey is a game of inches that cross the line by a millimeter. So we get a penalty here on the way. Mason Appleton, 2 for roughing. That puts the Avs on the power play. They need momentum towards their side and fast. Avs have the fifth best power play. Out in front. That shot went wide off Rantanen and Stick on the deflection. Backwards this goes over to Makar on the hold. Rantanen backwards over to Makar and around for McKinnon. Long shot, a rebound in front. Hellebuck holding his ground. Nichushkin saves it out over to Makar, who's watching the point. Left side over to McKinnon. Both of them walking the point. Now it's Makar backpedaling. Deflected again! The Avs get the goal they so needed! There was contact there. Is this goal going to be waved off? For now, this goal is going to stand with Arturi Lehkonen scoring, I think. Does Makar? So Makar gets this off. A better angle there in front. Nichushkin, was the contact before or after the shot? Or before or after the puck went in the net? Hellebuck arguing for goaltender interference. So if you challenge and fail this, the Avs will get a 5-on-3 for delay of game. Nichushkin's outside that blue paint. So a good shot of it. So no challenge here. It is a 2-goal lead for the Jets. So the Avs will see that goal stand. It's Lehkonen on the deflection. The shot from Makar. The other assist from Mikko Rantanen. 6-4 now. Nichushkin. So it's goaltender initiate contact by Hellebuck on Nichushkin as Nichushkin was outside the blue paint. No goaltender interference there. Avs need 2 more. They got 1. Shot of edge is 30-20 in favor of Colorado. Miles Wood keeps it in. It was deflected, and it goes wide. Iafallo picked it up. Trying to clear this one out. Can't do so. The Avs can't hold it. Now back come the Jets. Just across the red line and all the way down to the Avs territory. Sean Walker from his own zone looks to the right side. All sorts of Jets are over that one. That's Gabe Velarde. Nikolai Ehlers sending this one onto the Jet zone. This one high and picked up by Monahan. Went off the side. Jets in front. To Foley denied and tight by Georgiev. Colorado trying to go the other way. They do so with Makar. Gaining speed around the near boards. Hellebuck playing this one out. Almost put it onto Makar's skate. Ehlers getting this one out onto the ice. It'll be sold by Taves. To Foley on him. Now long stretch pass. Tic-tac-toe on the tape for McKinnon. He's surrounded all the way around. At the near corner, Morrissey can't handle it. Parise's there. Out in front this goes McKinnon holding his own at the far side. McKinnon twisting and turning. Fancy footwork. Just gave it away to Ehlers. He jumped the lane as Devon Taves with the attendant man. On the trail is Velarde. This one off the pipe. He was chasing this one down and on the near corner the Jets hold. Andrew Cogliano just gets it away. Here's Neil Pionk on his own. Kyle Connor charging up. Right circle. Decides to backtrack. Connor's going to look. Will he fire it? He does. It is blocked off a skate. And it goes out. The last 2 goals have came on power plays. After the first 8 came on even strength. So Hellebuck comes out the blue paint. And his blocker gets into Nichushkin on the backside. Nichushkin holds the outside of the butterfly. Good time on the nod challenge for Jared Bednar's team to hold this one even and firm. 11:18 to go here in this third period as is Kyle Connor skating this up through the middle. Connor, he's in. He fires this wide. Everything's starting to warm up here. Down for the ice. In front, here's Connor. He scores! Again in the third period is Flight 81. He's landed the touchdown and the extra point for the Jets. Velarde and Scheifele will get the assist on this second goal for Connor. And so this free goal cushion is restored. If Connor out in front all alone, the closest one was Arturi Lehkonen, who was just right behind him. Almost may have cut that puck away from him, but no can do. Arvid Holm is the backup goaltender. No Justus Annunen for this game. Annunen is out of an illness. 7 goals here allowed by Georgiev in game 1. Velarde and Scheifele have the assists. And down goes one of the Avs. That may have been Yakov Trenin. Avs are inside. This one deflected on its way to Hellebuck. Nearing the halfway mark of the third period. Jets are shutting this one down towards their favor. Try and get this win here for their home fans. Here's Iafallo. Would it be a 2-point conversion? No. Walker was right there playing in tight. Up front, this goes back for Walker. Entering his zone. Inside for Trenton. Just backhands this one off Hellebuyck. Nothing there. Nemestikov will start back up with this puck. And Nemestikov will shoot this one down for the ice. Makar will pick it up. Georgiev chance here in Winnipeg as they're continuing to put the hex on him. So far, it's working. This is one of the loudest crowds in the NHL, despite having one of the smallest capacities. Appleton fighting his man. Halfway mark in the third. Lowry sends this one in. Niederreiter tries to beat out Taves. Taves stood with this puck. Rushing to it was Appleton. So it's a battle for the puck. Tapping it backwards was McKinnon. Taves around. Parise. Sanderson down. Almost give it away. McKinnon saved it though. Parise slowing down the pace. Flipping this one over to the far corner of the Jet zone. DeMello picks it up. Over to Morrissey this goes to. Josh Morrissey looking for a lane. For this goes a little bump, a nudge. No bump and run as there was a chop pass. Over this goes and held inside by Colton. On for Wood. Out of the way to Manson. Avs trying to regain the zone. Joel Kiviranta re-enters. Oh, big swam! Dylan DeMello and Ross Colton are at the center of it. Far corner. Battle for this loose puck. Kiviranta there. So are Morrissey and Wood. Kiviranta emerging with this one. Back over to Manson. Back around for Colton as it goes over the half wall far side. And this one went off. Just a nudge off Hellebuyck. Manson down low. Looks over to Wood. This one went wide. And around this goes. Held in by Walker. Back around this goes. Here's Milstead bouncing inside. Everyone fighting for this loose puck. Here's Milstead. Here's another one. Hand up. It's in the air. That was stuffed. Who's the penalty going to be at? Is the question. Just before Miles Wood poked it in, everyone was wondering who this penalty is going to be at. And I think it's going to be on Dylan DeMello. The Avs are going to have their depth step up. Down over the line. DeMello, 2 for tripping against Joel Kiviranta. After the power play, when we come back. You know how loud Winnipeg can get? Very loud. They're turning up this crowd over to 10 out of 10 in this sold-out crowd here at Canada Life Center. Connor Hellebuyck hasn't been the sharpest tonight, but the team in front of him has helped him out, including 2 goals from Kyle Connor in this third period. 1 on the power play, 1 on even strength. Josh Morrissey, Vlad Nemestikov, Mark Scheifele in the first period, Adam Lowry in the second and third periods. He's back out there on the ice with valuable penalty kill time. So DeMello tripped up Kiviranta, and there was no doubt about it. It was in front of the officials. They sensed it. Casey Millsap almost scored the goal that put the Avs within 2. They're trying to do so right now. Here's Lehkonen in front. This puck bounces out. Race for the puck. It'll be collected by Lowry and cleared out. Georgiev will play this one out. Arvid Holm was previously with the Jets system last season. Here comes McKinnon skating up for the ice. Hand off for Rantanen. Rantanen tried to chip this one back. All sorts of Jets were around him. Jets trying to clear it. Good job by McCarr to hold his own at the deep right point. Now across. Finds room to maneuver to Lehkonen. McKinnon closed off. Back for McCarr. This goes. Open space. McKinnon back with it. McKinnon just fires this one off. And that one's saved. Now out for Rantanen. Tries to get it off. Loose in front. Now it's behind the net. Rantanen gets to it. Back out for McCarr at the right point. Across for McKinnon. Calling for this. He has it. McKinnon back tracking. Off for Lehkonen. McKinnon and Lehkonen exchanging places. Now down low for Rantanen as it goes across. Loose puck. Will it get to McKinnon? No. Swept away by Iafallo. Walking the boys, McCarr. Long shot scores! A wicked wrister by Cal McCarr. 7-5 as we're seeing a litany of goals. The 12th of this game and the 5th for the Avs. They need 2 more. The Jets have been in a situation, though. It's been a high-scoring hockey game. Not the one the Jets were looking for, but they'll take it if they do come out with a victory. The Avs just need 2 more. It was McCarr who was twisting and twirling around for the zone. Just lets one go from deep. Good screen by Arturi Lehkonen. He is in front. All sorts of traffic. Hellebuyck can't see it. And that obstructs his vision. Scheifele wins the draw. Jets slap this one in. Oh, this slap shot went off the stanchion. Avs pick it up right off of it. And now back the other way they enter. Here's Wood with a quick shot that doesn't go. It's Kiviranta, actually. That goes out of play. 7:21 to go in the third. They go at the 12:24 mark of the third period. Both offenses are firing on all cylinders. An offensive masterclass. What looked to be great defense turning into great power play for the Avs. Once again, need to remind you, they have the 5th best power play in the NHL this season. Right around this goes, left side of the circle, and Millsap can't back this one home. Around is Colton. Ross Colton walking back. Deep shot was blocked in front. Forced out by Winnipeg with 7:06. Taves' long pass over to Millsap. Right in front. This went off the skate of Scheifele. Now Stanley. Logan Stanley gets it out just by a nose hair. And around for Walker. This goes back inside. From the far corner, the Jets pick it back up. Can't get it out. And the Avs are back with this. Cut away nicely. Here is Kyle Connor. They go for the hat trick. Drives to the white side. He has Scheifele. And the pass just missed in front. McCarr with excellent defense. Here's McKinnon. Wide to the right. McKinnon. Centering pass. Hellebuyck played this one out. The puck is shoved away to the half-wall far side and out by Winnipeg. Back inside is McKinnon. What will he do? Right for the right circle. Now back to the point. Holding the zone. Here's a long shot that bounced off Hellebuyck. This back out. Still, it's loose. Picked up by the Jets, and everyone makes changes. Rantanen joining after this puck. And Tyler Toffoli on the receiving end of this feed. Now in front for the near side. Picked up now by Duhaime. As the Avs are trying to get this back up. 6 minutes to go here in the third period. The Avs need 2. Ehlers wide to the right. And this one goes out at 5:55. And the score is 7-5. Winnipeg. Shots 37-22. That's a 15-shot difference. The Avs are needing 2 more goals. The Tigers run up to send it to overtime. Will they do it, though? We'll find out next. Stay with us. The big question now for Colorado: when will Alexander Georgiev get pulled from his cage? Jared Bednar must be pondering it right now. It's 5:55 remaining in the regulation. Avs need 2 to tie this one up. Brandon Dillon cycles this one around Georgiev's boards. Around this goes. 5:45. Jets look to seal this one off. Ehlers down deep at the near corner. Avs trying to get this one out of the zone. Here's Ross Colton. Picking this one up on his own end and feeding this one over up front near the benches. Miles Wood sends it in. Around the boards. Josh Manson is over at the near corner. Picks this one up. Backhand to the net. Loose in front. Tight shot was fended out by Hellebuck. He saved 2 shots. And big hit along with the boards on Ehlers was Josh Manson. Now behind net, Kiviranta has it. Back for Manson. No shot. He drops it back over to Wood, who's cycling around the horn. From the left circle, there's a save by Hellebuck. Backhanded out by Winnipeg. And changes made by the Jets to get fresh bodies on the ice. The players that were out there on the ice have spent a minute plus, some even over 100 seconds. Avs are back in, but it's DeMello with this puck. Avs trying to rid him of the possession. 23 shots for the Jets, 41 for the Avs. Now around back this goes as taking a hold of it now. And this may be no penalty here against the Avs. Taves might have got a trip. Here's Lincoln, one-timer. That is stopped by Hellebuck. The 42nd shot by Colorado. Lowry gets this one down and in. Georgiev. Jones places one over to the far wall. And out. Once the Stars get out, you can imagine that Georgiev is going to go over to the bench for the extra attacker. Jones is out there on the ice. Connor is watching. He's not going to start now. Still waiting for his turn. Now finds the open man. Duhaime. Poke loose. Advanced further by Trennan. Foot race for the puck. The weight offside. Now picked up by Connor outside to the neutral zone. Loose puck cannot be picked up by Velarde on the intended pass. Now it's Walker with 4 minutes remaining. Walker backhand this one over to the near corner. And should there be an empty net, the Jets have 24 empty netters, the most in the NHL. Will they get another one here? Here's Sean Walker across. Point to point between him and Taves. Long shot by Taves was bounced off of Hellebuck's pads. Now it's Scheifele as this one's kept alive. Up front for Connor. Kyle Connor just cycles his one around for the boards. A minute and a half to go. Georgiev is still at his cage. Sean Walker back inside. Over to the neutral zone and around for the red line. Right onto Hellebuck as he slows things down. Forces a face-off to his left with 3:21. Shots are 43-23 Colorado. Well, we see Jared Bednar pull Georgiev to get the extra attacker. It's a 5-3 goal, and the angle, it was completely in the net. There was white in between the puck and the red line. Just enough of it to get across. Even at the sides, on the overhead, there was just enough to have it be ruled as a goal. That is empty now for the Avs. 6-on-5. Back this goes, right point Makar as they look to tie this up with 2 goals. Makar, Rantanen. Rantanen lost the handle. Jets clear this one down. The net is empty. This is going to be icing. Clock will restart at 3:08. Face off at the right side of the Avs attacking zone. An empty netter here, but basically seals it. McKinnon, Rantanen, Lehkonen, Niederreiter, Appleton, Morrissey, they're out there. Soren Nichushkin, Middlestat, and Makar. Here's McKinnon, left circle, on for Makar and across for Middlestat. 3 minutes to go here. On for Nichushkin. Nichushkin at the half wall. Surveys, down low is Rantanen. Rantanen continues to look. Finds a lane Makar. Makar, long shot. That is blocked in front, but still kept in. Middlestat right across. Rantanen continues to survey. Back deep for Makar at the right point. Middlestat over to McKinnon at the left circle. Tries to lose his man. McKinnon has DeMello on him. DeMello can't clear this one. It's off the skate. And Lowry helps him out. And it goes outside onto the benches. But now it'll come back onto the Jets zone. So for the moment, the Jets get a breather. And the Jets change their units. 2:35 to go as everyone gets set at Hellebuyck's right. Scheifele is out there. So are Rantanen. The strong suit is the left circle. Rantanen wins the faceoff with help from McKinnon. Here's Cale Makar. Avs are set up. Long shot is blocked. Grabbing a hold of it was one of the Jets. Just out. Just so that both teams can take a breather for the moment to regroup. Drop pass over to Middlestat. Casey Middlestat leaned away for McKinnon. McKinnon leaned away. The pass was too far for Rantanen. It's bouncing up, and it goes out of play onto one of the Lucky fans. The faceoff will remain over the right circle. Hellebuyck's left. 2:13 left in regulation. Jared Bednar has a timeout. The last two goals for the Avs that came with a man up. It's a 6-on-5. It will count as a man up situation for the Avs if they were to score here. Queen face-off win by the Jets. Controlled by the Avs, however. Here's Makar as the Avs keep. Makar's shot blocked in front. Valiant ever by Iafallo, the ex-King. Out this goes. Big block. Here's Sean Monahan. He can wrap it up. No can do, but he can run out some more time. Drop pass with less than 2 to go. 1:55. Avs need 2. No overtimes have occurred yet so far in the playoffs. McKinnon drops it back, and all the way this goes over to Makar. Rantanen does not have open space. Now it's sent across over to Middlestat. Down low is McKinnon. One of the Avs goes down. That was Nichushkin. His stick is broken. So he's going to have to stay in front, providing a net front screen. Now he has to go to the bench. We're going 5-on-5 the hard way for the moment before we get the stick for Nichushkin. Now for deflection. Miles Wood was on. He was just off the bench when he took that deflection. That was fired wide, however. McKinnon, no room to shoot. Nice poke by the Jets. McKinnon double teamed, and the Jets are going to ice it. Foot race for it. Scheifele knows he's lost the foot race. Clock will restart of 1:08. 7-5 score here in Winnipeg. Avs need 2 in a hurry. Will Jared Bednar take his time out? Iafallo sacrificing his body to make the valiant shot block right in front. There's a chance by Miles Wood out in front. Full head of steam there. Right in, and Bednar is going over the play with his guys. Some Gatorade for Mark Scheifele. Longest tenured Jet. It's a huge face-off here for the Jets at the defensive end, but also for the Avalanche. They need 2, and they need it quick. Bednar has used his timeout. He has the whiteboard out. McKinnon's guys are still out there on the ice, and most likely they're going to spend the final 1:08 of regulation here on the ice. Go Jets, go chance here in Winnipeg. True North faithful have been rocking it tonight. We have never seen an overtime game in the playoffs of 6-6 or more higher scoring since the Sabres and Senators in 2006. This shot was deflected up high, and onto the netting will restart with 1:03. And we have some more fisticuffs. Nichushkin and Scheifele go at each other. No gloves are dropped. There were some wars being thrown at one another. Nichushkin has taken a beating here at the front of the net as he is the net front presence in front. Nichushkin didn't like the shove that Morrissey put on him. Low cross check. DeMello didn't like it. Has helmet taken off forcibly. The whistles have been mostly swallowed this late in the game. The refs don't want to call penalties in crucial moments. Final minute of regulation. And the puck goes all the way out. It'll be recollected by Makar with 55. Cale Makar to the near side. Up for McKinnon. Entry feed over to the far corner. Cross corner. McKinnon backwards. Just missed the pass. And it'll stay all the way back to the Avs end. 45 to go. Makar will restart. Fans waving their towels here at Canada Ice Center. Broken stick on the ice. That was Iafallo. He has to rush to the bench to get a new one. Pionk slaps this one around. Held in by the Avs. Now at the bottom of the left circle, there's a shot that's stopped by Hellebuyck. Loose in front, at the net, and the Avs score! Middlestat gets one back, his first career playoff goal. It's going to be either him or Lehkonen. We'll get credit for this goal. It's not over yet. 27.1 to go. In the meantime, Nathan McKinnon is asking if the clock has been stopped and set onto a time in which it's appropriate enough. But that was big. I don't know if it's Middlestat or Lehkonen. I think this was initially a backhand feed by Lehkonen, just inside by Middlestat. It is Middlestat. He gets his first career goal of the playoffs. Lehkonen with the primary assist. Regaining possession. No touch by Lehkonen. It was knocked out midair by Middlestat. Right by for the defense. This is a high-scoring game. 13 goals combined. And the lowest scoring period was the second period. 6 goals each in the third and first period. Once again, the net is empty on Colorado's side. Morrissey trying to get this one down. Monahan. That shot was blocked off. 20 to go. Makar has to start up. Avs have to go up in a hurry. Moving up to the far side. 15 seconds to go. They can't get anything to go, get through the center. And the Jets get this one down. Avs have to hurry. 7 seconds. Around this goes. Hellebuyck forcing this one out. DeMello. And that's going to do it. Game over. The Jets take off with the victory in Game 1. "7-6 is your final score. Many different goal scorers in this game alone as we want to go over the different goal scorers. Kyle Connor was the only one to strike twice, so 12 different goal scorers on 13 goals here. Val Nichushkin, Josh Morrissey, Wladimir Mestikov, Miles Wood, Nathan McKinnon, Mark Scheifele in the first period. The latter three all in the span of a minute and 6 seconds. Adam Lowry, the lone goal in the second period. There's actually 11 goal scores among 13 goals. Lowry and Connor, the only ones to score twice. Lowry again in the third period. Kyle Connor his first one in that third period. Arturi Lehkonen. Connor again. Cale Makar and Casey Middlestat. Final score, however, 7-6. Middlestat scoring with 30 seconds left. But that was all she wrote. The Jets win and get a huge victory. 45-23 the shots for the Avs to wrap things up. Hits are 54-46 Avs. Another game of 100 hits combined between both teams. 25 block shots by the Jets in this game to the Avs 10. 2 power play opportunities by both teams each. 3 penalties in total for both sides. 5-3 to takeaways in favor of Colorado. 6 giveaways each. That's going to do it from Winnipeg, Manitoba. I'm Alec Nava saying so long from Canada Life Center. Good night, everyone.